Wasteful Boks must find answers after All Blacks expose flaws. The Springboks suffered one of the most damaging defeats of the Rassie Erasmus era on Saturday, and the manner of their 16-33 loss to the All Blacks at Ellis Park will concern the coaching staff as much as the scoreline. South Africa dominated large parts of the first half, particularly at scrum time, but failed to turn their superiority into enough points. New Zealand absorbed the pressure, found solutions, and took complete control after the break. For a team renowned for producing decisive second-half performances, the 3-21 scoreline in the final 40 minutes was particularly alarming. The Boks repeatedly entered New Zealand territory and their scrum produced 5 penalties. Yet they converted only 2 of 10 visits to the All Blacks' 22 into points. New Zealand were far more clinical, scoring 5 tries from 8 entries into South Africa's 22. The Boks also surrendered possession 23 times. The statistics make the defeat even more frustrating. South Africa carried more, made significantly more post-contact meters and dominated the scrum, but still finished 17 points behind. The defining moment came around the 50-minute mark. The Boks had applied enormous pressure and appeared close to breaking the All Blacks, only for New Zealand to hold firm before winning a scrum penalty and escaping their 22. That changed the momentum. Instead of the Boks producing another trademark late surge, it was the All Blacks who shifted through the gears. The early injury to Rassie Erasmus disrupted South Africa's plans and forced Andre Esterhuizen into an unfamiliar role, but that cannot fully explain the collapse. The Boks struggled to adapt to New Zealand's rush defense and became increasingly desperate as the game slipped away. 2 late yellow cards highlighted that desperation, while the All Blacks continued to create attacking opportunities. There are obvious parallels with South Africa's heavy defeat to Australia at Ellis Park last year. On that occasion, the Boks were similarly wasteful and faded badly before responding with a victory in Cape Town. That history offers some hope. The defeat does not suddenly make the Boks a poor team. They remain packed with experience and depth, while their scrum remains one of their biggest weapons. However, the margin for error has now disappeared. With New Zealand leading the series, South Africa must respond in Cape Town or face a huge challenge in the remaining tests. Erasmus and his coaches have plenty to fix: greater attacking accuracy, better decision-making under pressure, and a more effective response to the All Blacks' defensive system. New Zealand deserve enormous credit for their composure and clinical execution. For South Africa, though, this defeat must become a warning rather than a crisis. The Boks have repeatedly shown they can bounce back from setbacks. Now they must prove it again in Cape Town.